Ancient Greece. That's what we're going to learn about today. And we're going to look at Greek vases. Now, not a lot of Greek painted pictures have survived the 2,500 years since they were painted. So most of what we know about Greek art actually comes from the pictures that they painted on pottery. And even if the pottery got broken, it could be put back together. Now, they did not have the added benefit that we have in our modern era of video, iPods, iCameras, iPhones, that could document our lifestyle and record what's going on in our own modern era. But what we do have is the benefit of looking at their artwork and seeing how they lived. Now, a lot of the subjects that they used was about the Olympics. There was music, there was dancing, grapes, food, wine, so that we got an understanding of their lifestyle. It gives us a snapshot of how they lived. Now, what we're going to do is first, we're going to take this worksheet and we're going to fill it in. We're going to finish off these Greek patterns so that we get used to the designs that they used. And then we're going to design our own pot that's something that involves 21st century. And then we're going to write down what's happening in our picture. Now, this is really just a preliminary design. It tells me that I drew in skyscrapers, space travel, yachts, cruise liners, roads and fast luxury cars. That's what's going on in our lifestyle. What you need to do is think about something that's going on now, today, so that when your pot is buried and it was dug up 2,000 years later, will the people in the future know what was going on in our today's society? Now, I've got templates, and what you're going to do is you're going to pick a template and you're going to trace around it. So I picked this one and I traced around it, and once I traced around it, I cut it out. So I've got this shape. Now, once I've cut it out, taking my preliminary design, now you can do pictures, animals, technology. You're going to use Sharpies, but you're also going to use black paint. And you're going to fill in. Now, this one's not complete. I'm about 3/4 of the way through, but I've got my drawing in place. I've got my Greek pattern. I want you to include Greek patterns. I've got my skyscrapers. I've got my space travel. I've got my cruise liners, my boats, my yachts. I've got additional Greek patterning designs there. And when I've painted it and I've got the whole thing finished, I'm going to then mount it on black paper. And the reason why we're using orange paper is that the clay that they used in that time was terracotta, which had an orange colour to it. Now, your objective is to do a pot design that is 21st century, has something that's going on in our modern day, and if it was ever buried and it was dug up 2,500 years later, would our future people understand what was going on the way we can understand what's going on in ancient Greece? Now let's go make some art.